We're in the kitchen now with one of our favorite guests, Chef Anthony Marino, corporate chef for Don's Appliances, and today he's cooking a dish for a special meal. So what are we making?
You know, we're gonna make a stuffed steak. So you can use a strip loin, things like that, but we're gonna elevate it to another level. Then we're gonna make some squash cakes. So
okay, squash cakes. I was just telling you that spaghetti squash is something that I've never put the effort into making because it seems like a lot of effort, and then what if you don't like it? Then you're kind of stuck.
It is. You know,
right?
there's a big investment in the spaghetti squash. You have to you have to love this, and then you have to make sure, cross your fingers and hope it comes out right. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, so we'll get the recipe from you. You're gonna help us out with that.
I got it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to make it foolproof for you. Okay.
All right. First, we're starting with our steak. And what kind of steak are you using?
So we're using strip steaks, and we're actually just gonna blot them dry just to get all the moisture off. This is a good tip if you guys want to sear anything. You want to do scallops, fish, things like that. Okay. Got that? I've got it. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear it with salt and pepper, just like this. When we take the first layer of moisture off, what it's gonna do, it's gonna adhere to it better. The salt's going to adhere, things like that. So, get it? Got it?
I like how technical you talk.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
yeah. Chef things. We sound fancy, but we're just like normal people. All right, so we're just going to put that down. We'll take that off. And now we'll get a good crust on it. That is half butter, half oil, okay? For all of you guys out there,
we talked about this.
Yeah, you can smell the good butter, but it gets that golden color on it, you know what I mean? And this is what we want. We want that fancy marbleization. We want that Maillard reaction is what they call it in science terms, but check that out.
Ooh, now, right. How long do you let your steak rest for?
So we're gonna sear this for like 2 minutes on each side. Let it cool because we're gonna stuff it. We're searing it first, then stuffing it.
Oh,
it's kind of like the reverse method here. Okay. So what we're doing?
So you're trying to get some color on it before you sear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some color on it before I bake it. Yes, or we're gonna roast it. All right. So look at that. So we're just gonna butterfly it like that. So it's pretty rare, right? You know what I mean? Like I would eat that though. You know, not gonna lie to you. Next step. Okay. You can hold that. You can keep that's like the trophy of the day. Okay.
Right.
So we're just gonna julienne some peppers. Okay. Some wilted spinach that we have chilled. We're gonna put a knife through this guy. We want this a little bit fine because we don't want it all to seep out. Okay.
Okay. The spinach, did you saute it in butter? How did you get it so the?
I did saute it in butter, of course.
Why did I even ask? And then some feta cheese.
Yeah, exactly. So it's butter and feta. So check this out, just like this.
Little Mediterranean mix.
Yeah, Mediterranean mix. You guys can add a little bit, you got the fresh herbs laying around still, the oreganos, the basils, the things like that. We're just gonna actually just pocket it in just like this.
Wow.
And being that we sear it already and let it cool, it actually holds up a lot better than if we would be fumbling around putting it in the pan. So I'm kind of thinking about nice and easy for you guys too, you know what I mean? And you can have these guys, prepped in your fridge ahead of time, so you're not, running around dinner time. You know how crazy it can be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Not at your place, though. Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
All right, so that's going to be like that. We're going to roast that in the oven, 375 convection roast, for another 12 to 15, depending on your doneness. Okay. Let's talk about the squash. I don't want to forget about this. Everybody's really daunting on this. Here's what I do. I slice this dude down just like this.
Just take off the skin.
So it doesn't roll.
Oh,
look at that.
I thought you were peeling it.
No. So because it's always tough to have it roll, and then just like this, and then make sure you have a sharp knife.
Okay.
That's it. Like that. Cut it in half. Like this. If I can do it, I can do it. No, I can. And then just roast it like this.
Face down.
And then,
or inside down. Yeah.
Yeah. Skin side down. Presentation side up. And let it cool. Actually, just like this.
And that's how you do it.
I'll let it cool. Wait till it's easy to touch.
So
goes right in.
When you're roasting this, do you put olive oil on it? Do you just put it just like that into the oven?
I've done it a few different ways. Truthfully, I like to just roast it like this. No salt, no pepper. Add it later because there's so much moisture in here. I hate to say some of the flavor dissipates out.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. So how long did you say we're roasting it for?
Depending on your squash, the size of it, we're going to roast it at 350, probably 45 minutes. You'll see the dark layers on the top, kind of like this. It's not going to brown. You're not burning it. It's really steaming it in the jackets, okay? Great. Super easy with this guy.
So we scooped it out, then we're
adding... Scooped it out. Breadcrumbs.
Okay.
One of these jams.
You got to tell me what we're making too. Spaghetti squash cakes?
So it's spaghetti squash cakes, right? So we're just going to mix it all through. And then I actually added a little bit of herbs, salt and pepper. You guys can add whatever's laying around in the fridge. You got any more veggies? You got some more peppers? You want to do that? You want to fire some cheese in, add some more calories? I love it. But I didn't do it to this. But so what I do, really, just a dollop like here, like we're making a crab cake, like we're making any kind of cake. you know?
And that's it, just the egg and the breadcrumbs will bind it and keep it together.
What is it called, Dad? It's called a panache. We were talking about this earlier. It's called a panache. It's a binder, like, you know, how you do it with meatloaf and things of that sort.
Yeah, got it.
All right?
That looks really good, and it's different. I've never made a spaghetti squash cake.
And you know, this is good for everybody that has that big spaghetti squash that, you know, makes pasta or something with it and has it laying around. Like, what am I going to do with it now?
Yeah.
Next day cakes. So.
And this is the beautiful presentation.
And now, boom. We'll let you try this out. And here's a little cool piece. I actually, you know, I always have, like, I don't know why we're Italian, we always have sauce laying around, but I have sauce laying around. So we're actually just going to, like, spoon a little sauce right on that cake.
Oh, lovely.
Try that out, crew. Just to let you know, Dawn's November 14th is my cooking class at Robinson. Got to come on out for it, gang.
Really good. Chef Anthony Marino, corporate chef for Dawn's Appliances. Thank you as always, and thanks to Dawn's Appliances and Lux for providing our kitchen set here on PTL.